Okay, I just want to share a piece of advice for guys that are trying to get a girl, because this works every single time. The first time she comes over, don't let her leave without your sweatshirt. She's yours forever.
This is the best relationship advice I have ever received in my life. And if you use this advice, it will change everything for you in your current relationships or relationships that you are going to have. This advice came from a family relationship therapist many years ago. And this is what he said. He said, Dan, you have no power to change anybody. So if you can't accept that person for who they are, you need to leave them alone. You have no power to change anybody. And that was a problem that I had. I was trying to be nice so that person can be nicer, or I was trying to do all of these different things to manipulate that person's change, and it didn't work. So he told me, stop. You cannot change anybody. So if you can't accept them, leave them alone. Your life will be easier.
Hey cutie, let's talk about DMs. I don't want to waste time talking about what doesn't work, because boys, there's a lot of it. Let's just talk about what does work, or at least what's worked on me. First of all, stay away from the pickup lines. We've heard them all. And surprisingly, same goes for compliments. Girls want to know they're not just another pretty girl you found on Instagram. So be thoughtful, boys. If she made a post about going on vacation, slide in and ask her how her vacation was. If she posts about finals, ask about finals. Be thoughtful. If it shows that you took the time to actually look at her stuff and get to know her, she's more likely to respond than you just thinking she's pretty. Another thing, swipe up on her stories. If she's posting something, she cares about it. Show interest. You're trying to make a connection with her, so you gotta go deeper than the looks, boys. Girls get superficial DMs all day. Stand out. Go get them, heartbreakers.
Let's talk a little bit about hot girls today. Listen, you're gonna encounter so many girls, and especially on this app, that are out here looking for a freaking handout. Bro, hot girls are fun. I'm telling you they are. And listen, if you're in your young fucking 20s, go for it. But you gotta understand the value that they're giving you is nothing. They're really not. They're just hot. You start to realize as you get older, you don't want to be with somebody that's here to just take things from you. Why do you want a girl that just wants money? Why do you want a girl that just wants to go out and get shit bought for her? Bro, trust me, there's girls out there that are both hot, not as hot, but hot, that are willing to do shit for you, that like you for you. I'm just saying, you're going to hit a point in your life where you're going to stop fucking around with that. You're not going to want somebody that's just going to fuck with you because of what you got. You want someone that's going to look at you and be like, yo, I can make this dude amazing. I can take this dude to new heights. And trust me, I'm telling you, they're out there, man. They ain't shaking their ass on Instagram. They ain't shaking their ass on TikTok. I'll tell you that.
All right, this one's for the boys. These are the top 5 things you do not want to do at all in a relationship. Number 5, seeing her every day. The talking phase or whatever, that's a lot of fun, of course, but you want to give somebody enough time to miss you in your absence. Number 4, asking for her password to her phone to look at her messages or her password to her social media. All that's doing is projecting your insecurities onto her, and no woman or man likes that at all. Number 3, overly texting her when she's out with her girls or her friends. Let the woman have fun. You cannot prevent, doesn't matter what you do, you cannot prevent nobody from cheating. If they want to cheat, they're going to cheat. Doesn't matter how many times you say don't talk to guys. Number 2, asking her what she wants to do or what she wants to eat. You know, a woman wants a man that can take initiative and can take lead. Plan things out and then tell her you're going to pick her up. And the number 1 thing you should not do in a relationship, asking her about her exes. They're
relationship advice that I learned because I messed up. Part 4, featuring my Dory Band-Aid. Because this beast scratched me with love. Anyways, back to my bathroom. You know when you're laying in bed with the person or you're out to dinner and they're asking you how your day was, okay? The classic, how are you? How is your day? Sometimes I just don't want to talk about it. And ladies, you're going to push and push and push and push and push until a freaking baby comes out or I answer how my day was. But guys, it's not about giving that answer that they want to hear. It's about giving that real answer that's from in here. I'm a freaking poet. I always used to think that my girlfriend was asking me these questions because she just wanted to hear something. Or to be right. I don't like that. But that's not always the case. And it's hard to believe. So next time she asks you how you're doing, actually answer. It's going to be amazing when you can actually have that talk. And guys, I know it's hard. But when you have somebody who's willing to listen, take advantage of it.
Relation tips with Jace. Remember, guys, if she tells you not to worry about that other dude, worry about that other fucking dude. She's touching his dick.
Here's some spur-of-the-moment relationship advice for you. If you have explosive diarrhea, don't use the same bathroom that your wife is showering in.
Did you just use my
No, I didn't
towel?
use your towel.
Get out!
I'm getting...
Alright, I'm going to share 5 indicators that someone might not be into you. Number 1, if your only form of communication is Snapchat, that's the first clear red flag. If someone's really into you, they're going to be texting you too, not just Snapchatting you. Snapchat is more of a casual conversation, like how's it going, how's your day type of thing. Whereas texting allows for a lot more deeper conversations, so if someone's really into you, they're going to be communicating with you in both of those forms. Number 2, if the conversations are dry. If the person's not asking you a lot of questions and their answers are kind of dry, few words, maybe a sentence tops, that's a clear sign. Number 3, they don't try to keep the conversation going. Even if the conversation does die out and they don't try to talk to you again, that's an indicator. Number 4, showing half interest in you. If they're showing half-ass interest, why do you even want that? Don't entertain someone who isn't trying. Number 5, they treat you as an option. They don't want to commit to you. If they wanted to pursue you, they just would. They say rejection is protection, so let that sink in. My DMs are always open.
Best relationship advice I've ever been given. So a couple years ago, me and my girlfriend, we broke up. We were together for 5 years. So of course, I was hurt. I was going through it. Not having her made me a little desperate for affection. So my pops, he saw what I was going through, came and talked to me, see where my mind was at. And he was like, honestly, I'm glad this happened. He was like, nothing against her. She's a great girl, but you need to know what it's like to be alone. You got to get to know yourself, love yourself, understand the things you do and don't value in a relationship. That way, when you are ready to get back into a relationship, you know you're with that person because you want to be with them, and you're not just doing it out of loneliness. That's a bar, man.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So I really enjoyed the feedback on my last video, so let's get to it. These are the top 5 things you should not do in a relationship for guys. Part 2. Number 5. Looking up your girl on social media and seeing her activity. You trust her or not, bro? Number 4. Get impressed if some dude is checking out your girl while you're with her in public. Personally, if some dude's looking at your girl, that means your girl is fine as hell. Number 3. Mate guarding. If you at the gym with your girl, go do your own workout. Let her work out on her own too. Don't be watching what other dudes are doing or if they're gonna go hit on her. Number 2, ignoring her when you're mad at her. You have to learn how to communicate with your girl. Talk things out. There's nothing wrong with telling your girl what's bothering you. And the number 1 thing you should not do in a relationship if you're a guy, holding double standards. Don't get tight at your girl if you hanging out with your boys all the time and she wants to hang out with her girls.
Flirting. So cute. So fun. And not confusing at all. Just kidding, it's a mess. But hopefully I can help. Maybe. No promises. But if you're like me, or talking to a girl like me, you can't communicate your emotions at all. Huh. So I'm gonna translate. When she's low-key mean to you, picks on you all the time, pulls your pigtails. How do you know? Does she hate me? Does she like me? Boys, listen up. It's in the little things. The way she looks at you. Rolling her eyes, her facial expression. This might just be me, but I do the brows. I regret that. Or the way she touches you, punching you on the arm when she nudges into you. Or full on acts like she could take you in a fight. She probably can. Take those as affection. If she's breaking the touch barrier, she's into ya. So boys, watch for the little things. Have fun, kids.
Advice for guys about girls. Part 1. Instead of complimenting a girl saying she's hot or pretty or the best thing since sliced bread, compliment her about something she did that day, whether it be her outfit, her earrings, maybe she curled her hair. Those stick out to girls and it means a lot more to them. So go out, give them some butterfly feelings, make them feel good, guys. You got this.
Okay, how do you know if they actually like you?
How you know a guy likes you is especially when they're sending you a good morning text, a good evening text. They want to make sure when you're waking up, you're thinking of them, and you're going to bed, you're thinking of them, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Can long distance relationships work?
Oh my goodness, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this because long distance relationships are very, very tough. I had experienced that with your dad. We did get married, but it was really, really tough. I would say communicating. Communicate with your partner all the time, like most of the time anyway.
Okay. What is the secret to making a relationship last longer?
And I'll say again, communicating, making sure you kind of have a lot of the same interests, and sometimes you might not, but you're keeping each other entertained, making each other laugh, that kind of stuff. You know, keep the vibe going. Yeah.
I see people in my comments talking about, can you make a video of what to do if your boyfriend or girlfriend cheats on you? And I'm surprised that this is even a requested video. A relationship is about love and trust, right? So if you love and trust someone, you wouldn't cheat on them, right? So what do you do if you get cheated on? Super simple. Dump them. It doesn't matter how long you've been together. It doesn't matter what you've been through. Cheating is the exact same thing as saying, I don't have feelings for you anymore. Even if they were down, even if they weren't in a good place, if they loved you, if they really loved you, they wouldn't have done it. There are millions of excuses someone can use to justify why they cheated on you. But in the end, it doesn't matter what the fuck they say. They cheated, and that should end the relationship.
The question I get a lot is, yo, should I reach out to them? This may seem like a general fucking question, but when you come and you're asking people, yo, should I text this guy? Should I text this girl? The reality is you've probably been the good person to them, and they aren't giving a fuck about you. So I'm gonna be here to tell you the answer. The answer is no. You don't need closure. You don't need that last text message. One more message is not gonna make them come back. It's just not. What it's gonna make them do really is they're gonna see it. They're gonna have to answer you with more lies because guess what? They're liars and they don't give a fuck. And then you're gonna just still be more confused. So it really confuses me why you need to go and you need to send the last message or, oh, this one last message. Like, I need confirmation. I need closure. Bro, if they're not answering you, that's fucking closure alone. That's it. Get over it. I'm sorry. It sucks. But don't worry. Yo, there's so many good things on the horizon. You're not a pussy if you do it. You could go ahead, text them. It don't matter. Just don't expect a good answer.
I'm gonna give some boy advice. These are probably all things you've heard before, but I just think they're really important. Number one, if a guy wants to talk to you, he will. Guys will stop at nothing to put in the most effort for a girl they like. And that brings me to number two, which is people who put in minimal effort are not worth your time. Think about it. If a guy puts in the bare minimum effort with you and expects you to fall head over heels for them, you don't deserve that. Someone who's meant for you will be with you. Like, be okay with letting someone go because no matter how far they wander, if they're meant for you, they'll always come back. Also, if you have to think too much about what you're saying to a guy, he's not the one. A conversation with the right guy is just gonna flow effortlessly. You're not gonna need to try that hard. The more you believe this advice yourself, the easier it'll be to let go of any guy that's not giving you what you want, and just trust that the right person is gonna come into your life eventually. Have high standards, value yourself, please. It's so important.
Listen up. This is probably one of the most genius things I've ever come up with my entire life. And it could help thousands of people. Hundreds of thousands of people. Listen, if somebody doesn't treat you right, get rid of them.
Alright, top 3 things that contributed to me and my beautiful woman having a very, very successful relationship for going on, I think, 9 years this year. And I guarantee this will work for any relationship out there because these are the 3 principles that should be always spoken about. 2 in which you may know. 1, I don't think a lot of people speak about this, but the first one is communicating. Fellas, ladies and gentlemen, you have to communicate. It's as simple as that. If you have something on your chest, let it go. Hear me out. If you have something on your chest, let it go. It's better for you in the long run. 2 is trust. Trust is so simple. Me and my girlfriend have the same exact password on our phone. Do we ever go on each other's phone? Never, ever. And it goes deeper than that, but I can explain it in another video. And the last one is personal space. Now this one is a big, big one. Literally, we give each other so much personal space. It's because when we're away from each other for so long, when we come together, it's like we have not seen each other in decades. Try it.
Stop feeling bad for outgrowing people that had a chance to grow with you. And stop trying to grow old with people that refuse to grow up. You can't waste your life away watering dead flowers. It's 2020. You know you deserve better.
Are you talking to a girl and she says she wants to go out, but keeps canceling, but then keeps texting you, and you're just like, do you like me or not? But like nicer than that? I might be able to help. Like what? There are 3 common excuses girls use to get out of dates. I'm girls. And I'm gonna tell you what they mean. For me. Hopefully for you. Otherwise, I'm doing this really wrong. Number 1, the girl with all the empty promises. She talks about the dates you're gonna go on, stuff you're gonna do. She's hype. She never follows through. Boys, I'm surprised you don't know this. If I bring up a date idea to a guy, that's my way of being like, that's what I wanna do with you, ask me. Good? Number 2, the always busy girl. Never has time. Too busy this week. I'm sorry, but if she was into you, she'd find time for you. Oh, piping hot tea today. Number 3, the last minute canceler. Personally, this one is straight nerves. Try asking her on a group date. Less pressure. If she still says no, she's not interested. Hopefully that helps. Fun heartbreakers.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you the best relationship advice I ever got while I was single that also helped me meet my future wife. Now at the time I had just broken up with my ex and I was still reeling from the breakup bad. But this other girl had also come into my life and was clearly girlfriend material, but I had no mental or emotional capacity to even want to pursue something new. Then while driving home with my friend one night, she told me, why are you spending all this time thinking about and missing and wanting someone who did not want you? Someone who made an active decision not to have you in their life, when you have this other person who is putting in the effort, who is showing all the signs of interest in you and wants to invest in you. That shit hit me like a truck. Almost immediately, got over my ex and started seeing this other girl casually. Within a couple of months, we were dating exclusively, and within a year, popped the question. So, if you have an ex that you're thinking about, knock that shit off. Instead, find someone who wants you and is willing to put in the effort.
These are for the boys that can't keep a girl. Guys, so listen. You're probably wondering, why can't I keep a girl? What's wrong with me? Blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that. Okay, so stop chasing. Just stop chasing girls. Just honestly, stop chasing girls. The right girl will come to you. The right girl will take her time to get to know you as a person. Don't be like, fuck, I don't know, don't be a fuck boy. Actually take time to get to know the woman that is in front of you. Take time to get to know her. And if you do not see yourself with her in 10 years, don't go out with her. Simple. It literally is simple. So stop wondering and let God provide you with the most wonderful other half that you will ever meet.